Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can see in the title, it's gone. The Duramax is no longer here. I got tired of dealing with dealerships telling me they could not reproduce the problem, even though I would take it to them and it would smoke during regen. $60,000 truck, didn't think it should be smoking during regen. So I had a decision to make, and the decision was, let's trade it in. It's got 35,000 miles on it, still had the bumper-to-bumper warranty for another 500-600 miles. It still had the powertrain warranty. It's a great truck. I love the truck. I actually miss the truck. I'm having withdrawals from not owning a diesel. It's the first time in 12 years I haven't had a diesel in the stable. But as some of you may know, I've talked about it in the past, I had injector issues with my 03. I melted a piston at 96,000 miles, and it sucked. I had $25,000 into the drivetrain of that truck. It's a great truck afterwards. I sold it with about 175,000 miles. You know, 500 horsepower, just would go. I had a built transfer case, built transmission, built engine, everything. I didn't want to get into that with the 2016. And when they started talking injector issues, it concerned me, it concerned my wife. So then the decision is, do we keep it, do we get rid of it? And I got rid of it. The problem is, what do I get? So I had some criteria, and that's the hard part. So it had to be able to seat a minimum of 6 people. It had to be 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive that I could flat tow behind my motorhome if I chose. And it needed to be comfortable. So I looked high and low, and it came down to 3 vehicles. I could get the Yukon or Tahoe. In my eyes are the same thing, Chevy, GM. I could get the Dodge Durango, or I get the Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer only towed 5,000 pounds, but one of the big things that we were looking for was captain's chairs in the second row. I didn't need a truck. I don't need a truck. I don't do anything anymore. I'm a stay-at-home dad, as some of you know. So I came down to those 3 choices. And it was really hard to find what we wanted. Something with a tow package, captain's row, second seat, 4-wheel drive that could be flat towed. And basically that meant it needed to be 4-wheel drive with a low range transmission. There was a lot of Tahoes and Yukons that had the 4-wheel drive with only the single speed transfer case, the high range. The same thing with the Dodges. The Dodges, you have to get the V8 in order for it to have the low range transmission, and then the Explorers only come with the 6-cylinder, and you get the Ford Explorer Sport, and it can be flat towed. So out of those 3, we looked high and low, and in order to find something on the amount of money I was willing to spend, and it had to be used. I didn't want to buy new because honestly, I bought my last truck new. It sat parked. I put 300 miles on it in the month of January. Now I did put 700 on that rental. That's only because I did trip down to Cartridge Caverns. There was a Cub Scout camping trip down there. But other than that, not a big deal. I don't drive much. So we looked high and low. And what did we end up with? We ended up with this. A 2016 Dodge Durango RT. Now before you guys freak out, I know it's not a diesel, and it may be a step backwards, but my criteria was a 2016 or newer. This only has 21,000 miles, which is about 15,000 miles less than my truck when I purchased it. You know, the cost of it's less, I'm saving money, and it's gonna sit here. So it was very hard to find what I was looking for, and justifying the money to spend something sitting here. So let's do a quick walk around this 26 Durango. I know there's a ton of YouTube videos on these, so we're not gonna go real in depth, but let me show you what we ended up with. So this is a 5.7 liter Dodge V8 Hemi with the RT package. So from my understanding, the RT package is just a sport package. I do have the factory tow option. You can tell by the dimple in the bumper. If it does not have the factory hitch, it's just a smooth bumper across where you can add it later. Being that I have the factory tow package and it's all-wheel drive, it can tow 7,200 pounds. So it does come with the 20-inch rims, and that's about the most exciting part of it. It's black fog lights. I do need to go get this repaired. It came from a state that needed front license plates, and we don't have those in Arizona, so I'll get that fixed. Let's go ahead and open it up. I don't think the camera does it justice. It is a very pretty paint. There's a lot of metal flake. So you got your captain's chairs in the front. You got your captain's chairs in the back. Now I have what they call the mini console, which means it's not the big tall console. It comes up here, and then you have a third row. So interesting part on these back second row seats is they are heated, which you cannot get in the GM on what I was looking at. So inside here, it's pretty basic. Still getting used to this. I know for the 2018s, they got rid of the knob shifter. It went back to a T-handle, which is nice. This is how you know if you have the low range with the all-wheel drive. And then you can go into neutral. Let's start her up. So one cool thing is when you start it up, the steering wheel goes into position. And when you turn it off, it goes out of position. So if you turn it off, see how it moves up, just for an easy exit. Start it back up, and it comes back. So I'm still getting used to the gauge cluster. It is different. You can go to your digital speedometer like this, or you can see the number reading. You can also get the numbers up here and have your different instruments down there, which is pretty slick. Just something I'm not used to, being a GM guy. I know with the Denali's there's a lot of difference. I'm not overly excited with the Uconnect features in here. So apparently they don't have Apple CarPlay in the 2016s, or the Android Auto. You have to go to 2018 or newer. So everything's over Bluetooth. I liked where I plugged my phone in before and it was wired in. You have heated air conditioned seats, heated steering wheel. The neat thing is when it's cold outside and you remote start the truck, it automatically turns on your heated seat and heated steering wheel. You got your power folding headrest for the third row. It's 3-zone air conditioners. Lots of stuff in here I don't even know how to use yet. But you can control the rear climate control. So I have it currently locked out because my kids fight. You got your navigation. That's about it. So did we upgrade? No. Did we downgrade? Probably. In my eyes, the Durango is an overgrown minivan with a V8. Won't lie to you, if they put a V8 in a Toyota Sienna that could haul, I'd probably own it. We had a 2015 that got totaled. It was one of my favorite vehicles, extremely comfortable. So like I said, there's not a lot of mods coming to this. Stay tuned, because whatever I don't mod on this is going on the Pioneer. I do think I know which A-arms I'm going to get and exactly how I'm going to do the build. So now it just takes money, and I had to ask the wife for a bigger allowance. So comment below on what you think of the Durangos. Do you like them? Do you love them? I won't lie, it's pretty smooth. The 8-speed transmission is really nice, and it does get up and go when you put your foot into it. It's probably going to need exhaust. The factory exhaust is okay. But a nice Corsa or a Borla exhaust, maybe Magnaflow, I don't know. I just want any drone. Let me know below what you think. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time.